I've returned, chat. Right. So the last one for the day is Deutschland. Who watching? Deutschland. And it is the last one. And we'll just copy it. Let's see what he said. I think I played well, but one player got tilted and threw the game. Okay. So we're gonna be playing D.va, and this is Plat. And let's just look at that. Deutschland number 6. So what is your job on this comp? Basically, you've got two big functions. One of them is defending your team when they go in, because Monkey and Doomfist are the type of heroes that are going to go in a lot. And the other one is defending your Ana when she gets pressured by like Reaper. Hello, wow. Pressured by like Reaper, by like Monkey, right? So yeah, just those are your two big jobs. Your Ana is definitely standing in the open, which is... Oh, she's just throwing an 8 maybe? Yeah, she's backing out. Okay, good. You do a little damage, and I don't actually love this because... 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. Alright. So I was saying, you don't want to be trading damage. That was what I was saying. You've got no damage to trade. That's the whole point. Like, even if you got a Torbjorn is the only one in your team who can trade damage into, like, 3 people who can counter trade damage. So no reason to be poking, and no reason to be using your defense matrix either, and no reason to be exposing yourself to like a Roto Cook. You should be playing like up here, maybe up here, where it's a lot harder to shoot at you. You could be playing inside with cover. No reason to be in the open too long, don't read. Because there's just nothing you can do about this right now, right? And exposing yourself like this is just going to lead to you being hooked. In fact, I don't know why you haven't been hooked, because hooking D.va is really good. And by the way, now that you know that they have a roadblock, it is also your job if the roadblock gets a hook to defense matrix, so he doesn't get the free kill when he hooks someone. Solid anti-dive on the monkey. You heal someone above you, you have good contest. Break the TP. I don't know if your priority is the TP. Like, I get the idea that you don't want people to take this, but everyone else in their team can just get here anyway. Teleport, Roadhog node, but Roadhog is not going to do a lot here, and he's already teleported anyway. So, I feel like instead of focusing on the TP, you should have focused on the Symmetra. Right? Use your defense, not defense, micro missiles to get a free kill on the Symmetra. D.va can do a lot of damage up close, and when someone is literally this close to you, you can just delete them. Rather than focus on the teleporter, just kill the Symmetra. Also, again, it's very important that you peel for the Reaper, but I feel like maybe you didn't see the Reaper. You saw the teleporter and went out. This is not great. Like, your monkey is going into the backline, but he's just gonna get deleted, yeah. But if you had killed the Symmetra, then we would be even, right? That's the point. And how far are we? Like 1 minute? Yeah, 1 minute 18. With D.va, you can literally delete people, and that's what I'm going to show you right now. Especially when you're up close, if you got defense matrix, sorry, not defense matrix, micro missiles, you got to literally just delete people. If they got like a Symmetra, so long as you have your micro missiles, you just get them close, shoot, micro missiles, killer. In that case, you went off the map, you know. She was very low. Yeah, I'll just not defense, not micro, not. I'm just messing up the colors, not boosting to her. And you can just see how you can literally just delete the Symmetra. Like, if you go to the aim only with your left click, but if you don't and no one's going to just stand still, Just do like a little bit of that, a little bit of miracle missiles, and you can just kill her. And of course you don't do this, but I was just to the point that maybe she's dodging. But yeah, just focus people down. The teleporter is not going to get headshot damage, and it's not that important unless they're playing like a big brawl team. With like Reinhardt and Zarya or D.va and just a lot of close range damage. So you don't have to worry about it so much. And we are going back to Temple of Anubis. And you, back to this. So, two things. First thing first, like, just focus this Symmetra down. You are letting her charge up her beam, taking damage. You are not going to be able to avoid the teleporter anyway. Your monkey dies on the meanwhile. Like, the biggest mistake here though is that you just don't go for the Symmetra. Then you get killed, and everyone gets killed, and we just lose this fight. Yeah, big things. This, protect this, and protect... Well, you don't need to protect Karen anymore. We now have a Moira. So even more reason to just go in with your monkey. Not in this case, he's just feeding, but it's fine. It's only okay because he's got a respawn really quick, right? Also, again, don't stand in the open where you can get hooked. The biggest difference between this bridge and the bridge on the first point is that it's actually a lot harder to get a good angle on the one on the first point because you can only come out this way, right? So if someone wants to get a good angle on you, they got to walk all the way back here, and you can see them doing that, and yeah. In this case, you don't want to be in the open because you're just gonna get hooked. Like I said about this, right? If you just stand in the open, you're gonna get hooked. You're playing D.va. Your idea is not, I'm gonna stand out and do long range damage. D.va is actually not very good at long range damage. This is a lot better, like close range damage, denying the high ground, and you're not in the open. You deny the high ground, you don't have too hard commit, you're not taking a million damage. Stop worrying so much about the teleporter. It's more important to keep track of the Reaper, track of the Roadhog. Once they have already used the teleporter, it's already too late. Good kill them. Like, and yeah, this is what you do. You just go at people and kill them rather than focusing the teleporter so much. Good deny. Little late, but overall mostly okay, and we should be able to win this fight. Deny the high ground to the Roadhog. Kill the Roadhog. And it's taking you 3 minutes to get your ultimate, which is very unfortunate. It's just basically testament that you've just not been doing a lot of damage. You've focused the teleporters to in the open, right? You need to focus more on like having an impact on the fight. Like what you did here was good. You deny the high ground, you are not in the open, you do damage. You deny the monkey the high ground, then you go for the Baptiste. That was a good value. But in the middle of all of that, you just threw, I'm gonna break the teleporter for no reason. Also, they have no shields other than the monkey bubble, so if the monkey bubble is out, you can get value with your D.va bomb. Like, do you see how much damage you are taking just being in the open? Because they got more range than you do. Even Roadhog has more range than you do. You are just giving them free ult charge. Like, this is not very good. They could have killed you if they had gotten another hook on you. Stop giving them free damage. This is your responsibility. As soon as you saw it, you should have just pushed away. And if you had been here from the get-go, you would have been seeing it even earlier. Like your Moira definitely needs help. You see the Reaper, and you're just late. You should bomb this. You should just outright bomb this to create time, to gain time. You should just outright bomb this. You should just outright bomb this. You should just bomb this. And you can see how you're spending, like, when you are going in and getting value, you are getting value. You are just spending a lot of time doing nothing. And D.va is one of the most versatile characters in the game. You need to get value at like all times with D.va. Bomb was decent, not the best, but decent. Careful with the Reaper. Lucky that he did not kill you before remake. Chase the Reaper out, chase the Reaper out, kill the Reaper, this is the defense matrix. Good peel for your team. You can kill the Baptiste. This is okay. Yeah. And again, overall, when you are getting value, you are getting value, right? Like, you go in, you peel for the Reaper. D.va was okay, then you just chase after the Baptiste. When you're getting value, but, like, even now, this is negative value. You're just letting the enemy team shoot at you. You could just be standing here. And you're doing this a lot, just standing on the high ground. Which, if you want to use it for micro missiles, that's okay. But there is no reason for you to stay up here much further. You can just be here, and if someone teleports, you boost and them out of the high ground, which is something you can do if you're back, not something you can do if you're already here. And you just help your Reaper from here by defense matrixing. You see how you have to actually take a step back to boost forward? I think you're looking for the Reaper. Stop wasting your micro missiles. Good counter dive. Denying the Reaper. Denying the high ground. So again, you're not micro missile from that matchup per week. They don't have any fall of damage. They are quote unquote less damage because you are hitting less. Like when you're close, you just shoot them at the same rate. But like because of the travel time, it's a lot easier to dodge them from far away. It's just not enough damage from far away to consider it because you can just step out of them. But it's the same amount of damage from each missile. But the general idea is that it's fine to use them before the fight to get a little extra charge. But when the fight is about to happen, like right now, right? This is good micro missiles. Wait, I went too far. I went forward instead of back. This is not, though. Like, what's the point of these micro missiles? You are not really doing much, and earlier you can be like, okay, well, I'll have them back before the fight. In this case, you will not have them back before the fight. Like, the enemy is about to engage. You know that they're about to engage. They actually already soft reset. Like, you should be using them right now, and you don't have them. Right? So that's the truth I'm gonna read about it. And these micro missiles are good, like the next ones. You try to get the Reaper, which is fine. Building for the Reaper is really good. Good defense matrix, we kill him. I feel like overall your biggest mistake is just not thinking at all during fights. Staying in the open, defense matrix in random poke damage that is gonna hit no one. Using your micro missiles when the fight is about to start. I feel like it's like your downtime is just really bad. But when you're active, you're actually doing pretty good. Bomb the point. Just bomb the point. Just bomb the point. Should I probably bomb the point? We can win the fight, of course, now that we've used flags, but we did not know we were gonna use flags. Unless someone in voice chat, it's like, I flagged, in which case, then not using D.va bomb was the right choice. Good matrix, good peel. Should be able to finish up. You got a fire now, so you got one more thing to watch out for, but they don't have a roadhog, so you got one less thing to watch out for, but you need to eat the 5 strikes. And if you're going to micro missiles this, there is no point because you already have your ultimate. You literally just wasted 60% of defense matrix. So, again, it's not your impact. The micros are a bad habit of mine. Okay, are also high. So you got to know that. You are just using your cooldowns for no reason sometimes, especially like when the fight is about to happen. Like, why did you use defense matrix nothing for, well, 60% of your defense matrix? I feel like your impact during the fight is okay, but your impact outside of the fight is not. Because you're just basically doing nothing, or wasting value, like letting them shoot at you, which will require healing. use your cooldowns, which you will not have for the fight. Also, a little tip against Pharah, you don't need to defense matrix every shot. Rather than holding down the defense matrix, you just flash it to hit the first shot, you let the second shot through, because it will get healed very easily, then you hit the third one, then you let the fourth one through, because you are basically making Pharah's DPS from like 100 and, what is it, 20, 160 to 80. And that's it, 80 damage is not enough. So you can let one through, and you can save a lot of your defense matrix by just flashing your defense matrix as the first, third, and fifth rockets. Because you literally are causing Pharah to get half value. And that's it. And you can save a lot of your defense matrix, and you don't have to look at the Pharah either. Like, because her fire rate is basically like over a second, you just flash it at the Pharah when she shoots, do something else for a second, then for the third shot, you can look the Pharah back and eat it, and etc, etc. By the way, the Vine is playing so far forward that you can just drop a bomb to split the enemy team and just kill the Vine, but this Vine is just he's probably gonna die anyway. But yeah, you can just drop a bomb and force the Reinhardt forward, force the team backwards, further the split. Overall though, like, I don't dislike that you're holding on to the high ground and you're looking for the Reaper to peel, which is pretty solid. A little late to that one. But you're getting value, like, the ideas are good, you're just staying for too long on the high ground, like... This is okay, I wish you had bombed. But, like, at some point you've just gotta go like, okay, I need to do something. Go to your team, use your defense matrix a little earlier here. You just miss it. You can defense matrix while boosting, by the way, if that's a problem. You should definitely use the bomb here. I'm just been saving this bomb for like a rainy day. Yeah. You're just getting, it's the only bomb I've seen in like 6 minutes and we got no value out of it. Which, I feel you definitely should have used it earlier. Like, you have several opportunities to use it. You should have used it here. Right, well, not here, hold on. You should have used it here to split the Reinhardt from the team, right? And we just kill the Reinhardt. By the way, eat the Moira. I feel like you could have used it here on the point to create space on the point. I feel like you definitely have to use it now that 2 people are gonna die, right? I feel like you definitely should have used it now. And just the bubble's about to break, yeah? And then we just get the value. So, don't be afraid to use the bomb earlier. And this should be just a cover for them, yeah. 2, 3. So the 2 big things, at least for now, is get more value during fights, right? Which again doesn't mean that you need to be doing something at all times. If you just go to be like, instead of standing here, you go to stand here, that's actually getting value because you are getting negative value by allowing the enemy to just shoot at you. Instead, you just wait here. If you need to go up, you micro missiles for ultimate charge or whatever, then you come down. If someone comes up, you can defense matrix or boost them or whatever, right? The general idea is that stop playing in the open, stop playing in the open. This is negative value. You are losing value by letting them shoot at you. It takes resources from your team to kill you. You've got to give up the position rather than just being able to pressure it. Use cooldowns usually as well. This is... okay. So, look at your team, right? We've got a Rothok, a McCree, and Anna. And a Widow who's not gonna come through you. What are you defense matrixing? Again, right? It's just a matter of... well, we are not... No one saw that. Um, you are not going to get any value from this defense matrix because no one is getting through. You are not getting through. Like, you actually just go forward to the defense matrix, then go to the left. No one is actually using this defense matrix, and you don't need it. You can just stay hidden for a little bit longer. So you just use half of your defense matrix for no reason. And then you eat the trap, which is also pretty bad, but it's not gonna get you killed at least. We forget about the Reaper. We did not know that the Reaper was there. Why did you boost? Why did you boost? I know there's a monkey above, but you did not know that at the time. Did you? Did someone call the monkey above you? You definitely... Unless someone called the monkey above you, that was definitely just you boosting for no reason and happening to find the monkey. And then you give up the high ground. Good kill from your Makrita. Again, rather than trying to deny the race, you should be blocking damage. You don't have enough damage by yourself to kill the Mercy unless you can get up to her face. You should be taking cover because here you are in the open and they got decent amount of range. No, sorry, not this. This and this. Yeah, Zarya can right click you up, yeah. And you lose the mech because you stay on the high ground for too long. And you die. So I feel like your impact during fights is okay. But your impact outside of fights is just very low or even negative sometimes. Like, yeah, just kill the Zarya, solid. But this was... Your Widow just got 4 kills.
One after another. No one can hide from my sight.
Not bad.
Your Widow literally just got 4 kills. 5 kills. By the way, respect the sights, please. Don't walk into the open where Widow has sights on. This is not the same on offense that it is on defense. Because the reason you play here on defense is that the enemy can't shoot at you. But if I look at the enemy now, like Baptiste, he can just shoot at you, right? Sigma can just shoot at you. This is not bad on defense, but it's not great on offense. Offense is the one where you can play a little bit here, but you don't want to do this until your team is pushing forward. Unless you want to deny the high ground for someone, which in this case you do not. And you are just chased out because they can just get to you for free. Defense matrix is decent. Behind you, Genji. Okay, good. Don't solo dive someone like this. You got 1, 2, 3 people. I get that you want to kill the Baptiste, but you're not going to by yourself. And no one can follow up on you either. So decent kill on the Reaper with help. You don't have to hard commit here though. Like, even here, why are you hard committing? There is no reason for you to hard commit like this. Past the entire enemy team and your team nowhere near you. And again, I feel it comes down to a lot of your out-of-fight decisions, right? Like, sometimes in the fight, like, you just fed, basically, your entire mech to the enemy team, which is really bad, but that's just a bad decision during the fight. But, like, this is what starts me. You're just blocking a single Genji Shuriken with half of your matrix. There is no reason you need to do that. Like, you can even tank the damage if you want. Genji Shurikens are like 22 damage each, so you can take 66 damage. It's not worth your matrix. Reaper is okay. Reaper is a good one to defense matrix, but again, here you are just wasting your defense matrix. Because once Reaper is forced out, like this is good, this is good, this is good, and then he's forced out. But you have no more matrix, right? So if you had 50% more matrix, we could have maybe chased after Reaper.
No one can hide.
But that said, your Macri did die, so it's probably a reset anyway. Decent, but again, like, you should just be getting out. Like, rather, why do this when you can just play here? Why do this when your team cannot follow you, right? I feel like when you're playing with your team, when you're playing together with your team, you're doing really good. But when you have to go by yourself to contest someone, or to deny an area, or just because it's the middle of, just because you have downtime and you don't know what to do, you're just making really bad decisions. Like, what's this, mate? First, you don't duel a Reaper with D.va. You do not duel a Reaper with D.va, unless he's got, like, very low HP, no Wraith. But then, like... What's this? So, big things, save your defense matrix, and just play more with your team. Because if you play with your team, at least you'll be like getting more value at the same time that your team is getting value, rather than just being by yourself doing Reaper or standing on the high ground and not doing a lot, right? Like, what are you doing? Defense matrix in the Baptiste shots? The Sigma shots? Your team's going in main. You could be going down, helping them. Helping with this. You're not doing the monkey yet, but your team is dead. I feel like playing with your team will help you peel more, right? Take less poke damage, because again, D.va is not a hero you want to take poke damage with. And also just no... what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say feed, because it's not feed, but no tunnel vision. Let's call it tunnel vision. Unlike, there's a Reaper on the right, I'm gonna chase the Reaper. There's a monkey on the high ground, I need to duel the monkey, which dueling the monkey is a good idea if your team is able to chase on it. Or just, you can do it without consequence, but when your team dies because you're on the high ground, it's just not value. Are you gonna bomb this? This should not be about bomb, mostly because you can just guarantee kill the Sigma. But that said, you should have thrown it a little bit further. Like, hold on. You don't want to end with your bomb base, so what you do is like, you let it go for a second, then you press Q, like just flick up and press Q, and you can go around, get the Mega if you need to, go around, remake if you want to, or just remake down here and re-engage with boosters. What ends up happening basically is that you just wait until the end, and now you are very vulnerable, like you're literally in the middle of the point. It's a high chance you get killed. Maybe you don't, like maybe they don't punish you for it. But you're pretty much in the open in the middle of point, right? Whereas you could have been here, get the Mega, remake, go aggressive. You do kill the Sigma, which is good. But you remake in the open, and you're just gonna take so much damage too. Like, look at how much damage you took just because you had to remake in the open. This should be winnable though. You lose your mech because of it, but this should still be winnable, maybe. Again, this should still be winnable. You're coming back, which is... The fight has definitely gone on for longer than it should have, but it's still winnable. Kill the defense matrix, that's good. Sorry, the immortality field. Chase the Baptiste of the Argon, this is good, this is value, right? So again, while you're fighting with your team, like your team is on the point, we're all fighting, you're making good decisions. Chase the Baptiste of the high ground, Baptiste is your, like, your primary target. Go peel for your team. Help against Baptiste again, right? You get nanoed. They help plus Q, which is unfortunate. This is a consequence of just not winning the fight faster, but like response of them are just really good. But like you made decent decisions. Just feels like when you have to actively do something yourself, you are just not getting value. Okay. How do you fix that? Again, I think just playing more with your team. Focus on peeling. Focus on thinking who in your team you can enable. If McCree goes for a high noon, you need to enable that. If Roto goes for a flag hook, you need to enable that, right? Enabling your team and peeling for your team will let you get a lot more value, especially between fights. Like this is good, but because you had used so much defense metrics earlier, you can't just hold it on Reaper. Like, what's this defense matrix about? You actually missed the fire strike. And again, a Genji is not good enough. You actually dive into the fire strike too. So I hope you can see how you are just... When you try to go by yourself to get value, you're actually not getting value, you are getting negative value. You are wasting cooldowns, taking damage, leaving your team out to die. Even now, like, you made a good decision, which is contested monkey, do damage to the monkey, force him off the high ground, which is good for your team was pushing forward, but then you just went, oh, Genji behind me, I need to duel the Genji, use all of my defense matrix. Go back to my team, and you don't have enough defense matrix, just hold it on the Reaper. Defense matrix here, bomb here is okay, you had no choice at that point. Remake, just remake, please, thank you. Behind you, defense matrix behind you, there's... it's actually a mercy, clear their boop slow. But you should be, like, no defense matrix at this point, but just go in and do damage. You're not really helping, but you could have saved your Ana. Because with D.va is really efficient at just boosting people out of the way. So hold on, I want to show you what I mean. You remake. You boost your monkey out of the... you boost their monkey away from your Ana. You save your Ana. Then you just... Your Ana stays alive. She can maybe even nade the ground at that point. Or get healed by the Mercy, and we stay in the fight. But without Ana, it's going to be really difficult to win, right? So you're trying to get value by yourself, but just killing the Ana with micro missiles from very far away. And by the time you turn around, it's just not enough. This looks like a lost fight at this point. Yeah, just a lost fight. They got spawn advantage, so we should die. Yeah, you should just die. You should just die. Good kill, you could still just die. Oh my god, why are we committing so hard to this fight? This is a lost fight, guys. This goes to you and to them. Their spawn is literally right there. Your spawn is across the map. You've got people coming back, yeah, but you're not gonna win this because now they're gonna get another pick and another pick. And this favors them a lot, in fact. It favors them a lot. Like, they're gonna break your mech. Yep. They're gonna kill someone, your Roto 2, and your team is gonna keep feeding and feeding forward. Even this McCree could have died if the enemy committed hard to him. But yeah, when that happens, when you just lose 2 people, you just have to regroup. Because spawn advantage on 2CP just makes it that much more difficult.
30 seconds remaining.
We're running out of time.
Maybe winnable question mark? We did kill 3 people. Little late on the D.va boosters to boop the Genji out, but still okay, you tried. And you helped peel for him, that's okay. And we cap, okay, we did cap. And we even capped with time, which is silly, we should not have capped with time. How do you cap with time? So we killed a couple people, they Dragon Blade. Tracer goes under, and when we kill the Genji, no one touches. Their Ana literally doesn't touch. Instead of touching and forcing the overtime, which it's only 5 seconds away.
10 seconds remaining.
Instead of forcing the overtime, the Ana goes, nah. We can go for a whole minute extra. Just touch. Then Mercy can touch. We got Valkyrie kinda soon. Okay, then let's not that works. Let's not talk about that. That was pretty good though. Like the fact that you managed to cap with time, that's pretty good. You were annoying. You were so annoying as D.va. Coming from the Reaper, that should be a very indicative of how you're actually getting value when you are going for the value and playing with your team. Peeling against Reaper, peeling against Monkey, peeling for your Ana or your... Well, now you got this, which is an abomination, but like, what's the point of that, in fact? Right? Like, this is just the... I feel like the best example of what I'm saying. What are you defense matrixing? You just use all of your defense matrix for no reason. You do a little damage, then you go for the monkey, which this is fine, but why did you just waste all of your defense matrix? Micro missiles are okay, you don't even have to get out, you got out because Reaper, which is... I get it, you're the one who can counter the Reaper, but... At this point the fight is just lost anyway. And you're literally doing nothing. One of their teammates just stay in spawn. Oh yeah. You would in fact be correct.
30 seconds remaining.
Well, that's unfortunate, but... You can still get more value. Like, the fact that you're shooting Reaper from this distance should tell you that you're not getting value. You either need to drop to defense matrix him and allow your team to kill him, drop to do damage with your micro missiles. You can't just be this far away from people and try to get value. Contesting the monkey on the high ground is fine, by the way. You're denying him the free engage he gets from being on the high ground. You can even boost him out of the high ground right now. So you know that you can do that, and you just do that, which is good. Was he lagged? No, he's just throwing. And this is probably like a smurf, I think. Yeah, it's a smurf. Because when he was playing Widow and Hanzo, he was just getting headshots. Like, he literally won the first point with like 3 or 4 kills. So, you know, it's probably just like a quote-unquote smurf for someone who thinks they're really good. And they're like, lol, I got a throw, lol. People not getting value, lol. At this point, yeah, we just die. You try to touch point, but you just die. Okay, so overall, how do I feel? I feel like you should be getting a lot more value before the fights. Looking at your team more, like look at your team more. Because you can peel, and you can enable. And this will get you value before the fights. I'm a good player, guys, comp you! Fair enough. Yeah. He's still just dodging on the spawn. So, you know.
5, 4, 3.
Nope, he's definitely like,
Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
So I think I know why you lost the defense. I don't think we've got to look very far. Great pick from your Zenyatta. Well, the wrecking ball is way too late to that fight. It's already lost fight. What are you gonna... Like, I'm gonna go back and look at you. But, like, what are you gonna do when 3 people are just throwing? Good peel. Like, look at this. When you peel, like, you're getting value, right? Your Zen does a ton of damage and he doesn't get killed because you're on top of him. Like, literally saved your Zenyatta's life with, like, 20 HP, which is really good. You take the high ground. You try to put for your Widow, just a little late. And we failed to prevent the rest, and we are down to people anyway, so, you know, it's gonna be very difficult. But like, you can at least see that when you peel for your Sen and your Sen stayed alive, he got more value and that won the fight. And then we just threw because we didn't have 2 people. Hopefully that helps though. Just on the basis of peel and enable. And again, it's not because you are not doing this, but it's because focusing on this will stop you from just not getting value on the pre-fight. Which is a big problem you've had. Just using your cooldowns and getting damage. Think about your team, because D.va is a hero that needs the team. D.va's biggest ability is that she can do everything. But she cannot do anything by herself. Okay. That's going to be the stream for today, guys. Thanks for stopping by. I'll see you guys on... Actually, I won't do Tuesday, because I have a legal thing, but I'll do Wednesday instead. So I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Have a good time. Bye-bye.